Man, we don't have a mic. Just go out and do your thing.
No, Jason. She's a softball player. She's done all right. Yeah. All right.
So I threw it better than Patrick.
You did.
Watch the game, buddy.
Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to this Total Media Sports broadcast here at Veterans Field in Wellston, Ohio. You're watching on Total Media Sports, and my name's Carter Witt, calling the game tonight. A little bit of an unusual start to the night as I pulled in and wasn't originally going to call this one tonight, but here I am. Can't get rid of me that easy. So tonight, the Golden Rockets taking on the Trimble Tomcats. And yesterday, if you were tuned into yesterday's live stream, I mentioned that they would play this game tonight. So here we are, starting on the mound. Rockets will be Dalton Barnett, and I'll get the offensive lineup for the Tomcats to you as soon as I possibly can. I'm pulling up the stats and the game changer and stuff right now because, as I said, here to call this one tonight, but I'm glad I have the opportunity to. So welcome. Strike one. Dalton Barnett starting on the mound for the Golden Rockets. He usually plays at second base or middle infield somewhere. He's a sophomore. Aiden Fimick behind the plate. Mason Stevens over at first base. And then Elijah Long will be on second base tonight after his pitching performance yesterday. Reese Lewis gets another start at third base. Braxton Ingles, as always, in shortstop. And it looks like the outfield has no difference than yesterday. So the first batter for the Trimble Tomcats hits one into left field, and it's going to fall for a single. So Trimble starts off with a single to start the top of the first inning. Dalton Barnett started off with a strike, came back with a ball that missed out, and the third pitch of the at-bat was a fastball that was hit into left field. So Tomcats have their first base runner on. Get his name to you as soon as I can. The second batter for the Tomcats steps in now after the leadoff single. Dalton Barnett fires one in. The miss is just low and out. So it'll be 1-0 to start this at-bat. Dalton Barnett, before he throws another pitch, decides to try a pickoff move over at first base, but it's unsuccessful. And the runner dives back in safely. So number 7, Cahoe, up to bat now. Squares the bunt again. Doesn't get the ball down due to the ball outside. And a back pick move from the Golden Rockets catcher, Aiden Fimick. But again, the runner on first, number 3, Sharp, dives back in safely. So 2-0 now to Cahoe. Squares again, pulls back again, and again, Aiden Fimick fires over. So pretty much the same play just happened there. Dalton Barnett misses outside, falls behind 3-0 to the Tomcats' 2-hole hitter. The 3-0, Barnett finds the zone this time, so now it'll be 3-1. You see the third baseman, Reese Lewis, kind of coming in just a little bit, trying to take away that bunt. Three and one now, squares the bunt again. He fouls it off over into the Golden Rockets dugout. So Dalton Barnett, after starting off 3-0 to Cahoe, works it back to full count. And all the while, Sharp stays at first base for the Trimble Tomcats. So it's a 3-2 count now. Barnett comes set. Sharp takes off. Ball 4. Aiden Fimick's throw is meaningless as Cahoe walks after 4 balls thrown by Dalton Barnett. So the first 2 batters for the Trimble Tomcats reach base safely. And that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, number 00, another Cahoe. This one starts with a B. I don't have first names tonight. So the 3-hole hitter, 00. Steps in now with 2 runners on, nobody out. The left-handed hitter sees a strike 1 called with the first pitch of his at-bat. And Dalton Barnett gets ahead 0-1. Dalton Barnett's second pitch misses high and out. So now it'll be 1-1. Looks like the Trimble Tomcats come into this game 11-6 on the year so far. 11 wins, 6 losses. Earlier this week, they had a 3-2 win against the Eastern Eagles. The 1-1 misses low and out. So now it is 2-1. Two and one, 2 runners on. Barnett comes back again. This one misses low. Cahoe looks like he might have had an idea of swinging at it, but he decides not to. And so that'll make the count 3-1 now. Barnett's 3-1 pitch is chopped over to the right side. Mason Stevens will field it, and he decides to tag out Cahoe, 00, for the out. So Cahoe grounds out to the first baseman, Mason Stevens, as he records the first out of the inning. And it looks like Cahoe there might have been saying that he wasn't tagged, but the field umpire ensures him that he left the baseline probably. So regardless, 1 out now here in the top of the first out of the game for the Golden Rockets. But meanwhile, Sharp and the first Cahoe that was up to bat, who wears number 7, advance over to third base and second base respectively. And now that'll bring up number 25, Warren, for the Tomcats. Burnett's first pitch to him is skied very high into the air in left field. Kyson Witt, the left fielder, gets underneath of it. And Sharp's going to tag. Kyson Witt's throw in is cut off by the third baseman, Reese Lewis, and he decides not to throw. So the Trimble Tomcats will get on the board here early in the top of the first inning after a sacrifice fly from Warren. And Sharp scores after his leadoff single. So now 2 down in the top of the first inning. Up to bat now for the Tomcats, number 1, Dixon. First at bat of the night, hitting in the 5-hole after the sacrifice fly from Warren. So Warren picks up an RBI. Dixon's first pitch misses high, so it'll be 1-0 now. Dalton Barnett, the sophomore pitcher, out here for some more work. He was the starting pitcher against Memphis last week. Second pitch to Dixon finds the strike zones. Now to be 1-1 for the Tomcats player wearing number 1. Aho at second base. Barnett's delivery is hit into the air into center field. Carson McCorkle gets a good jump on it, gets underneath of it, and makes the play. So the final out's recorded at the top of the first inning, but not before the Tomcats put one up on the board. They lead the Wellston Golden Rockets here 1-0 after the top of the first. We'll be back for the bottom of the half inning.
Smiles and unforgettable moments. Capture them all with Corinne Janet Photography. From rocket game nights to senior portraits, family sessions, and special events, book your memories with Corinne today.
Come see the friendly faces at Gas and Stuff in Hamden for great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers a wide variety of scrumptious hot and fresh pizzas and subs. Don't worry if you're watching your calories. They also offer crisp cold salads. And don't forget about your favorite Ohio lottery games. Gas and Stuff, convenience with a smile.
Built on hard work and hometown pride, Keith Mannering Trucking proudly supports local schools while delivering dependable hauling and trucking services throughout our community. Give Keith a call at 740-418-4295. If life throws you a curveball, you don't have to face it alone. For local experienced legal representation, call Lori Silcott Oosley, attorney at law, 740-384-1900. Winner.
All right, folks, and welcome back to this Total Media Sports broadcast here at Veterans Field in Wellston, Ohio. We're set for the start of the bottom of the first inning here, and but in this contest between the Golden Rockets and the Trimble Tomcats. The offensive arrangement tonight, and the first 9 that we'll see in the batting order for the Golden Rockets is as follows. Leading off similar to yesterday is the shortstop, number 1, Braxton Ingles. Following him, Dalton Barnett, who wears number 2. He's the starting pitcher tonight for the Golden Rockets. And then in the 3-hole, a little bit of a shake-up from yesterday's lineup. Carson McCorkle, the senior center fielder, will be in the 3-hole tonight. So there's the first third of the lineup for the Golden Rockets. Then following him will be Mason Stevens hitting back in the 5 spot tonight, playing first base. Kyson Witt in left field, and then Aiden Fenwick, the catcher. And the latter 3 of the lineup, rounding out this Golden Rockets starting 9, will be Elijah Long playing second base tonight, Reese Lewis, the third baseman, and Grayson Seitz, the right fielder. I believe this is Dalton Barnett's first game starting since the loss to Minford at home last week. And in the top of the first inning, he gives one run up after a walk and a hit. So the Tomcats pounce on that opportunity. Put one up in the top of the first inning, but we're set for the bottom of the first now. The starting pitcher tonight for the Tomcats is a left-handed pitcher, which is something we haven't seen too much of so far this year. We've seen 2 games that I can specifically think of where the starting pitcher has been a left-hander, and that is both games against Athens. One of them we won, one of them we lost. Braxton Ingles now faces a 1-1 count after looking at a fastball that misses low. The pitcher tonight for the Tomcats is B. Cahoe, wearing number 00. There's 2 Cahoes on the lineup. Braxton Ingles chops one up into the middle. Shortstop fields it, makes a throw over, and makes a play. So Braxton Ingles will go down in the bottom of the first inning as the first out after grounding out to another Cahoe over at shortstop. So until I figure out a way to make a distinction between those two players with the same last name will resort to numbers. So the number 7 Cahoe makes the play over there at shortstop as Braxton Ingles grounds out to start. Now that'll bring up the pitcher tonight for the Golden Rockets, number 2, Dalton Barnett. First pitch he sees is a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Dalton Barnett sees a breaking ball. He tries to go the other way with it, but it just lands foul over on the right side. So now it's quickly 0-2 to Dalton Barnett. The left-handed Cahoe, our number 0, steps back up with an 0-2 count. His pitch is grounded over to the left side, scooped up by the third baseman. His throw over is in time, and Dalton Barnett will ground out as well. The third baseman tonight for the Trimble Tomcats has a last name that's going to be hard for me to pronounce, I'm sure, but it looks like Bukowski. So Bukowski makes the play and records the second out at the bottom of the first inning. So now they'll bring up the center fielder hitting high up in the lineup than he's used to. Hitting in a 3-hole tonight, number 13, Carson McCorkle. Steps in for that bat of the night. And if you were present for the broadcast last night, you heard me say a couple of times that Carson McCorkle just does a good job of getting on base somehow. And that's something that becomes important, especially in games like this when you still have a couple Golden Rocket players away on a trip and who usually, will hit higher in the lineup. So Carson McCorkle stepping in, trying to play a bigger role than he's used to. And so far, as of yesterday, did a good job, reached base safely a couple times. So now he gets an opportunity here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. He faces a 1-1 count. 0-0 Cahoe delivers on the 1-1. Carson McCorkle ground over again to Bukowski at third base. His throw over is in time as well after a nice stretch by the first baseman, Warren. So the Rockets go 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first inning. Your score still 1-0 Tomcats. We're heading to the second inning. We'll be back right after this break.
We all deserve a treat. Celebrate Rocket baseball and softball with something sweet from Newkirk Bakery. Grab fresh baked favorites and our fun canned drinks for the whole team. Newkirk's Bakery, the sweetest stop in Wellston. Don't strike out on dinner. After cheering on your team, swing by the patio Grubs and Subs for hot, fresh pizza the whole crew will love. Now that is a game night win. Come see us at 114 South Ohio Avenue.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
All right.
All right, folks, welcome back here. We're moments away from the start of the second inning here at Veterans Field in Wellston, Ohio. Dalton Barnett back on the mound for his second inning of work. Due up for the Trimble Tomcats. Next hitting will be the designated hitter wearing number 21, McCune. After him, the catcher, number 12, Fouts. And then the right fielder wearing number 42, Eing. And some of these names, folks, I'm having a little trouble with figuring out. So until then, I'll do my best to get those correct. So number 21, McCune, the first hitter tonight in the second inning for the Tomcats. Left-handed hitter. Dalton Barnett on the mound, working solely from the stretch so far tonight. No windup that we've seen so far. First pitch to McCune is fouled off. And it might have got a piece of the catcher, Aiden Fimick, as he gets up a little shaken. He'll walk one out, maybe walk off a little bit of pain he got from that foul ball. And the signature white catcher's gear Aiden Fimick's wearing tonight. So we're glad he's all right. He gets back in his position. It's going to be 0-1 now to McCune. The next pitch misses high. So now it's 1-1 even. Barnett comes back again with a ball that misses just high and out. So now it's 2-1 here. So Dalton Barnett trying to work on the outer half of the plate to this left-handed hitter for the Tomcats. Barnett comes back again with a ball that misses down and in. So it's 3-1 again to another Tomcat hitter. Dalton Barnett in another position where he could allow a free base. Let's see how he navigates around it. The 3-1 pitch misses just outside. So that's going to be ball 4 there to McCune. And after seeing his starting pitcher already give up a few free bases, Coach Josh Jackson will call time and make his way out to talk to some of his players. So going back yesterday to the loss here at home against Southeastern, the Golden Rockets still dealing with a couple players that are out on that academic trip to Nashville, Tennessee. Elijah Long was a starting pitcher yesterday evening against the Southeastern Panthers, and the big story of the night for the Panthers would have been the catcher, number 11, Baxter, who got a good piece of Elijah Long last night. He hit 2 home runs with 4 total RBIs. And that was about the entire story of the game. I mean, you take 2 of those hits away, and it's a completely different ball game. So the Golden Rockets looking to bounce back tonight, and so far they allowed 1 in the top of the first inning, 3 out, 3 down in the bottom of the first, and the first base runner for the Tomcats here was the first batter in the bottom, or I'm sorry, in the top of the second. So they're going to try to work out of this. That's what Coach Josh Jackson just worked out and talked to him about, saying, hey, guys, we got to get off to a better start. And so let's kind of do that now. So first pitch now to the catcher, number 12, Fouts. Misses outside, but the second pitch, Dalton Barnett comes back with a fastball that finds the zone, so it's 1-1 now to the Tomcats catcher. McCune, the designated hitter, on first base. Barnett's third delivery to Fouts misses inside. So now it's 2-1. Barnett comes set from the stretch again. Delivers the Fouts, hit a ground ball to the left side. Scooped up Braxton Ingles to Elijah Long, the second baseman. His transfer and his throw not quite in time to complete the double play. But McCune, the designated hitter, who was over at first base, is called out at second while Fouts reaches base safely over at first base. So the fielder's choice makes this one 1 out now in the top of the second, bringing up the right fielder, number 42, Eing, as it looks like. So Eing now faces Dalton Barnett with 1 out, 1 runner on in the top of the second. First pitch to Eing misses just low out of the zone, so it's 1-0 to the right fielder. Braxton Ingles on that last play, scooping up, making a good throw over to Elijah Long, who did a great job with his feet. But the transfer with his hands seemed like he maybe got caught up in his glove, and he just missed the double play by a step. So almost a huge momentum change and bounce back play for the Golden Rockets, but instead, Fouts still over at first base, and Dalton Barnett tries to pick him off, but the ball gets by the first baseman, Mason Stevens. So now Fouts, like I just said, was on first base. He'll advance over to second base now, and the Tomcats have another running or scoring position here with only 1 out in the top of the second. So a move that we saw a lot of yesterday from practically both teams. Like I said, it's a good move to keep the runner honest over at first base and keep him closer to the bag so he doesn't steal. But it's also a dangerous play, as we just saw right there. So now Fouts is over at second base, and Eing at the plate. We'll see another strike. So now the count's going to be 1-2. And a strikeout here would help Dalton Barnett out a lot, which would bring up the 9-hole hitter, Bukowski. Dalton Barnett comes back with the 1-2 pitch that misses for ball number 2. Counts even now at 2 apiece. And the Golden Rockets middle infielder is doing a good job of pinching after the throw, making sure that nothing gets by Dalton Barnett. Shout out to those 2 young men. The 2-2 now comes back, and Ing hits one into left field. That's going to drop for a single. Kyson Witt picks it up and fires over to third base, but Fouts makes it there in time. And so a 1-out single from Eing extends this inning, and now the Tomcats have runners at the corners with their second baseman, number 10, Bukowski, coming up to bat. with a runner in scoring position only 90 feet away from scoring and another base runner over at first base. A good two-strike swing there from Ing as he hits a single into left field. First pitch to Bukowski misses high. And Ing remains at first base. Typically when you see runners at the corners, you'll see a steal play that happens before too long, but so far Ing still remaining at base number 1. Barnett comes back and misses inside, so now it's 2-0. On a pitch that looks like it could have been close, so I'm not sure how far away he is from the strike zone, but so far he struggled to find it. The 2-0 pitch from Barnett misses outside now, and it's 3-0 to the 9-hole hitter for the Tomcats. The Trimble center fielder Sharp waiting on deck. Barnett's 3-0 pitch, strike called on the fastball to Bukowski. Ing still remaining at first base. Barnett comes back again, and this one misses outside of the zone. So that'll be ball 4 to Bukowski, which will bring the top of the lineup back up for the Trimble Tomcats. Number 3, Sharp, the center fielder for Trimble, in his first at-bat, hit a single into left field on a fly ball and led off that inning there in the top of the first. He came all the way around to score. Now he faces Dalton Barnett with an opportunity to drive some runs home with the bases loaded. First pitch from Dalton finds the strike zone for strike number 1. So Barnett gets ahead of Sharp here in the top of the second. Only one out. Tomcats have the bases loaded. Dalton Barnett comes back with a pitch that misses high. So now it's 1-1 to Sharp. Bukowski at first, Ing at second, Fouts at third. Barnett comes back with another fastball that misses inside. So it's 2-1 now to the Tomcats hitter, number 3, Sharp. 1-1 on the night with a run scored, as I've mentioned already. Barnett throws a pitch that is fouled off behind and hits the fence at the backstop, so now that'll even up the count at 2-2. So Dalton Barnett with another opportunity to help himself out and get closer to escaping this bases loaded jam. The 2-2 pitch with the bases loaded to Sharp. Swung on, hit over to the right side, picked up and bobbled by Elijah Long, but he'll make the throw over to first base in time, and so Sharp is retired, but not before Fouts, the runner who was at third base, scores. So the Trimble Tomcats put up another run after the RBI ground out from number 3, Sharp. And so now that'll make the score 2-0 in the top of the second inning. Golden Rockets behind now by 2 runs. Ing moves over to third base and Bukowski moves over to second. So that'll bring up now number 7, Cahoe. First pitch to him misses down in the dirt for ball number 1. Cahoe's first time around, he walked. Two runners in scoring position still for the Tomcats. 2-run lead over top of the Golden Rockets. So Dalton Barnett comes back with a pitch that clips the outside corner for strike number 1. Barnett delivers again to Cahoe, number 7. He swings and misses on a pitch that looked like it was breaking away from him. So good pitch from Dalton Barnett. Gets him ahead in the count, 1-2 now. 2 runners on, Ing at third, Bukowski at second. The 1-2 pitch from Barnett. Strike 3 called on the inside corner to Cahoe, number 7. So Dalton Barnett gets out of this, the bases loaded jam, with only allowing 1 run. And so now it's 2-0 here, heading to the bottom of the second. You're watching on Total Media Sports. We'll be back.
We
right
believe
after
your
this.
education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Big games require big energy, and Health Watch Good Delights and Meal Prep keeps you fueled all week. The weekly menu drops every Monday on TikTok and Facebook with pickups on Sunday at 806 Diggs Road in Wellston. Healthy made easy. True fans know that success in baseball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. These same qualities are important to Lockhart Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We would like to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies.
All right, folks, and welcome back here to this Total Media Sports broadcast brought to you from Veterans Field in Wellston, Ohio. Golden Rockets trail the Tomcats 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. First three batters in this inning for the Golden Rockets. First baseman Mason Stevens, then the left fielder Kyson Witt, and then Aiden Fenwick, who's catching tonight for the Golden Rockets for the second straight night. Trimble Tomcats have had two offensive opportunities to hit so far, and they've capitalized in both of those half innings, scoring one run each on two hits. So Trimble Tomcats hold their 2-0 lead over top of the Golden Rockets early in this one. Still a lot of ball game left, though. And if there's one thing that I know about this Golden Rocket team is that despite being down early, they're not going to stop playing their absolute best until the seventh inning's over with. So for his first at-bat of the night, number 24, Mason Stevens steps up to the box, hitting in the 4-hole tonight. Kyson Witt on deck. Lefty on lefty to start the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 Cahoe back out on the mound for his second inning work. Starts Mason Stevens off with what looks like a breaking ball that finds the zone for strike number one. Cahoe's second pitch finds the outside corner, so now it's going to be 0-2 early on the cleanup hitter for the Golden Rockets. Cahoe's third pitch misses, almost hits Mason Stevens, but he ducks out of the way, so it's going to be 1-2 now. That was only Cahoe's 11th pitch of the night. 0-0, Cahoe comes back on the 1-2, throws a fastball in the dirt that misses, so now it's 2-2 to Mason Stevens on his first at-bat of the night. Cahoe's 2-2 pitch skied into center field from the bat of Mason Stevens. The center fielder Sharp gets underneath that and makes the play for out number one at the bottom of the second inning. So now that'll bring up the Golden Rocket left fielder number 5, Kyson Witt. The sophomore left fielder who's had a pretty solid season so far. And as the season comes to a close, you look back at some of these younger guys and you definitely understand and witness development. And this is one of them. Right here at the plate, Kyson Witt. His first pitch is fouled off for strike one. Double zero Cahoe back on the mound from the windup. The 0-1 hit into left field. In the air, Dixon, the Trimble Tomcats left fielder, underneath that makes the play. So back-to-back fly-outs for the Golden Rockets to start the bottom of the second inning. And quickly there are 2 outs. And now Aiden Fenwick, the Golden Rocket catcher wearing number 20, steps into the box for the first time tonight. And as I was talking about Kyson Witt and development, Aiden Fenwick's one of those players as well. Done a good job filling in as the catcher whenever Justin Jackson is pitching and whenever Justin Jackson's away. And he swings and misses at the first pitch he sees tonight. So far the aggressiveness of the Golden Rockets, has been there. Cahoe comes back and Aiden Fenwick skies one into right field. The right fielder Ing giving chase, but he won't catch it. So Aiden Fenwick's going to turn and go to second base as the ball gets by Ing. And Aiden Fenwick will slide in safely, and he reaches base with 2 outs here and extends the inning here for the Golden Rockets in the bottom of the second inning. So we'll see how they decide to score that one. I couldn't see if Ing had the opportunity to make the play on it or not. It looks like it'll be scored a 2-out double for the young sophomore catcher, Aiden Femick. So now that brings in the second baseman tonight for the Golden Rockets, number 4, Elijah Lung, with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. First pitch, Lung sees his line drive into center field. Sharp coming in strong, dives, and he can't make the play. Ball's on the ground, so Aiden Femick's going to turn and go, and he'll score. Elijah Lung forced to stay at first base as Sharp got up pretty quickly to get the ball in. But a 2-out RBI single from Elijah Lung scores Aiden Femick, and the Golden Rockets put their first run up on the board tonight in the bottom of the second inning, bringing your score now to 2-1. Tomcats still in favor. But now the senior third baseman, number 27, Reese Lewis, steps in after Elijah Lung's 2-out RBI single. First pitch that Lewis sees finds the strike zone for strike number 1. Pickoff attempt from Cahoe, unsuccessful. Elijah Lung able to pick up on the lefty's pickoff move and dives back in safely. The 0-1 pitch from Cahoe. Lewis fouls it off, and so now it's 0-2 to the senior third baseman. Cahoe back on the mound. The 0-2 to Reese Lewis misses outside. So now it'll be 1-2. And just about every Tomcats defensive player thought that was going to be called for strike number 3, but it misses outside. So it's 1-2. Lewis keeps his at-bat at live. The 1-2 pitch around the same spot misses again, so now it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is grounded up the middle. The shortstop gets a glove on it, and he tries to step on second base, but Elijah Lung beat him there, but he's able to pick the ball up and fire over to first base to record Reese Lewis, record the out against him. So that'll be the end of the bottom of the second inning as number 7, Cahoe, at shortstop. Man, these 2 Cahoes are tripping me up a little bit, but the Golden Rockets cut the lead in half after 2 complete innings. Your score here from Veterans Field is 2-1. We'll be back for the top of the third.
Firearms, ammunition, military surplus, or survival supplies? Lock and Loaded Outfitters in Wellston has you covered at 107 West Broadway Street in Wellston. Open Monday through Saturday. At Southern Ohio Smiles in Jackson, they're proud to support our local athletes. Offering general dental services and implant dentistry, they can help your smile be strong on and off the field. Call 740-577-3230 or visit them at 41 East South Street in Jackson. For excavation done right, trust Thompson & Son Excavation and Hauling. Proudly serving our community with dependable service and free estimates. Give them a call at 740-577-5577 or 740-577-1302. Teamwork, dedication, and sacrifice. The same values we see on the field are values held by our members of the VFW Post 9092 of Wellston. Proudly serving veterans, their families, and our community, the VFW works every day to honor those who served our country. Through local programs and community support, Post 9092 of Wellston continues to make a difference, honoring service and supporting our community.
Every win starts with a strong...
All right, folks, and welcome back here at Veterans Field for this contest between the Trimble Tomcats and the Golden Rockets. In the bottom of the second inning, the Golden Rockets put their first run up on the board tonight, which brings your score now to 2-1 Trimble. Set for the top of the third inning. Leading off this inning for the Tomcats, 0-0 Cahoe. Dalton Barnett back on the mound, first third inning of work tonight. His first pitch misses down and in. So Cahoe, who is also the starting pitcher tonight for the Tomcats, steps in, and his first time around, I believe he grounded out. Grounded out to the pitcher, Dalton Barnett. Barnett comes back now with a strike. So now it's 2-1 to the Trimble Tomcats pitcher. The 2-1 pitch from the hands of Dalton Barnett is hit far into the right field, but it's going to be foul. And so that'll be strike number 2. The sun has went away for the evening. Looks like gloomy clouds ahead now. And for the second straight night, after a pretty warm day, it's chilled down significantly here at Veterans Field. So we'll see if that has anything to do with what happens tonight. The 2-2 from Barnett is hit up the middle and off the leg of Dalton Barnett. Deflected off of his shin, and Braxton Eagles can't quite run up to the ball quick enough to make the play. So we're going to take a quick game break here and make sure that Dalton Barnett is okay before we continue this one. Josh Jackson's going to walk out of the dugout and, check on his pitcher. That was a ground ball that maybe hit the ground once before it was hit the leg of Dalton Barnett. Looks like it might have been his right leg. I don't know. It could have been his left. But regardless, we're glad he's okay. He's back on the mound now. He says that he's all right to Josh Jackson. So Cahill reaches base safely on the single. Now Warren, who hits one over to the right side, and it gets in between the second baseman and the first baseman. Back-to-back hits for the Tomcats here in the top of the third. Set him up for another solid inning as the first 2 batters reach base. So now that'll push Cahill over to second base, and Warren takes his spot at first. Now that brings up the left fielder, Dixon. His first time around, he flew out to the center fielder, Carson McCorkle. Barnett's first pitch to him. He squares the bunt and he gets it down, but he bunts it right back to Dalton Barnett. A little bit of a bobble, but Barnett's got plenty of time. And the runner runs into second baseman Elijah Long, who was covering the bag in place of Mason Stevens, who charged the bunt. So Dixon's going to be called out after a slight collision at first base between Elijah Long and Dixon himself. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. But Cahill and Warren move over to third base and second base, which brings McCune back up for his second at-bat of the night with 2 runners in scoring position. Runner at second, runner at third. The left-hander designated hitter steps in and hits one into right field. Grayson Seitz giving chase. He'll get there in time to make the play. Runner tagging up from third base. Mason Stevens cuts it off. Lasers one in, and he's out. So the Golden Rockets pull off a double play to end the inning after Grayson Seitz makes a spectacular catch in right field, fires one in. It's cut off from Mason Stevens. Mason Stevens makes the relay throw to Aiden Fenwick, who slaps the tag down on the Trimble Tomcats runner, Cahill, which ends the inning. So the Trimble Tomcats can't get one across despite their first 2 batters reaching base safely. Your score remains 2-1. We're heading to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back after this break.
Every project starts with Wilson Excavating. For demolition needs or installation of underground water, storm, and sewer lines, call 740-357-8471.
Hello, I'm Dustin Jackson. I'm a catcher. I'm a senior for the Wellston baseball team. On behalf of Wellston High School baseball and softball, I'd like to thank our Golden Rocket Diamond Club Gold Level sponsors for supporting our season.
Hi, I'm Maisie Wyatt, a senior. I played third base, and I'd like to thank Young's Mechanical Installation.
Maddie Schroeder, senior, and I play catcher, and I'd like to thank the Wellston American Legion.
Hello, my name is Igor Erber. I'm a senior, so I play second base. I'd like to thank Jerry's Do-It Center.
Hi, my name is Mason Stevens. I'm a senior. I play first base, and I'd like to thank Jackson Brothers Construction.
Hi, I'm Carson Rapopel. I'm a senior, play center field, and I'd like to thank Carlisle Insurance.
Hi, I'm Riley Long, senior, play third base, and I'd like to thank General Mills.
Hi, I'm Reese Lewis, senior. I play third base. I'd like to thank the Sons of America League.
Thank you to all of our Rocket Diamond Club Gold sponsors for supporting Wellston baseball and softball.
In Wellston.
All right, folks, and welcome back here. We're live at Veterans Field for this Wellston Golden Rockets versus Trimble Tomcats contest. And the Golden Rockets pull off an impressive double play to end the top of the third inning, which gives them a little bit of momentum heading in now to the bottom half. And hopefully they can get the bats rolling after putting up a run in the bottom of the second. Maybe they can score in 2 innings straight. Leading off this inning for the Golden Rockets should be the right fielder, Grayson Seitz, who's a big part of that double play in the last inning. So So Grayson Seitz, who made the catch in right field just moments ago in the top of the third, recorded the second out. And then the runner, Cahoe, at third base for the Tomcats, was tagging up to try to score at home, and he was thrown out after a good relay throw from the first baseman, Mason Stevens. So the first pitch to Seitz looks like it hits off the plate and almost comes up and hits him in the face, but it gets out of the way. So an unusual play there. 1-0 to Seitz now. Second pitch, he gives a little half swing at it that's counted as a full one. So now it's going to be 1-1 to the senior right fielder. Cahoe back on the mound for the Tomcats, and the second strike called now on Grayson Seitz as he gives another swing and a miss to the third pitch of the at-bat, so it's 1-2 now. Double zero, Cahoe comes back with a pitch that misses outside, and so now that'll even up the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is fouled over right in front of me. If there was no fence and I had a glove, I could have fielded that one. So Grayson Seitz stays alive despite the 2-2 count. Cahoe's going to come back with another pitch. It's swung on a miss for strike number 3. Grayson Seitz goes down swinging here to start the bottom of the third inning. So now that'll bring up the top of the lineup for the Golden Rockets once again. Their second time around starts now with number 1, the shortstop, Braxton Ingalls. His first time around, he grounded out to the shortstop, number 7, Cahoe. Lefty on lefty. First pitch to Ingalls misses inside. Looks like he was going to try to sneak in a breaking ball, but he couldn't quite make that happen. So it's going to be 1-0 to start the at-bat against Braxton Ingalls. Double zero, Cahoe trying to get an idea of where that ball missed. He got it. So now he's going to toss another one in, and that one's going to find the strike zone. So now it's an even count, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Ingalls. Strike called again on the outer half of the plate. Braxton Ingalls doesn't seem like he likes the call too much. That's twice now we've seen a Golden Rocket left-handed hitter get called for a strike that was on the outer half of the plate. So maybe that's something to keep an eye on throughout the game. The 1-2 pitch to Ingalls. It looks like another breaking ball that misses in the same spot as the first pitch. So now it's 2-2 now to the sophomore shortstop, leadoff hitter for the Golden Rockets. Double zero, Cahoe takes a little trip around the mound. Back on the rubber. The 2-2 pitch to Ingalls. Swung on, ground to the right side. The first baseman makes a diving play. He's going to throw it over to Cahoe, the pitcher, who's going to step on the bag and record the out. So a very athletic play there from both the first baseman and the pitcher. That's going to be Warren, who made the diving play over at first base, and Cahoe running over to cover. And so they record the second out of the inning. Impressive play there from the Trimble Tomcats. That might have sucked out a little bit of momentum that the Golden Rockets had after their double play. Big time play there from the right side of the infield, bringing up now the starting pitcher tonight for the Golden Rockets, Dalton Barnett. Cahoe's first pitch to him, strike called at the knees, and it'll be 1-0. Dalton Barnett's first time around, he grounded out to the third baseman, Bukowski. Cahoe comes back with a pitch that misses on the outer half. So what I've gathered so far tonight, there are 2 Cahoes. One of them's pitching, one of them's playing shortstop. And there are also 2 Bukowskis. One of them's at second base and one of them's at third base. The third baseman, Bukowski, is the player that is getting DH'd for. So McCune, the designated hitter, is hitting in place for the third baseman, Bukowski. So I hope I've got that right. I'm running off the game changer tonight. I didn't bring my book that I usually try to keep, so hopefully I'm getting this information correct. Dalton Barnett grounds one over to the right side. Second baseman Bukowski, right on cue after talking to him, is going to fire over to the pitcher, Cahoe, who covers in place of the first baseman who charged the ball. So the Golden Rockets, despite a little bit of momentum, go up, and they go 3 up, 3 down. We're through 3 complete. Heading to the top of the fourth, you're scoring this one 2-1, folks. If you're watching on Total Media Sports, my name's Carter Wett. You'll be right back
Baseball and
after this
softball
break.
Season begins with a promise. A promise to show up, hard work, and represent our Rocket community with pride. But behind every swing, every pitch, every young athlete, there's a team you don't always see. The Golden Rocket Diamond Club makes it all possible, providing gear, equipment, field support, and opportunities for every player who wears the blue and gold. This is Total Media Sports coverage of Wellston baseball and softball, proudly presented by the Golden Rocket Diamond Club.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. What started in a garage with 2 people and a dream now employs over 100 with offices locally in Wellston, Waterford, and Cincinnati. VCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls.
All right, folks, and we're back here for this Total Media Sports broadcast here in Wellston, Ohio. We're at Veterans Field. The Golden Rockets trail the Trimble Tomcats 2-1. We're set for the start of the 4th inning. Dalton Barnett makes his way back onto the mound for his 4th inning of work. So the Trimble Tomcats hold their lead and don't allow too much ground to be taken in the bottom of the 3rd inning. After the top of the 3rd inning ended with a lot of Golden Rocket momentum after a big-time double play. So the Trimble Tomcats stand their ground, and they get to try their hand again at the plate. They'll start this inning off with the catcher, number 12, Fouts. Leads off the inning for the Tomcats. His first time around, he got into that fielder's choice. That was almost a double play, but he beat the throw out. So set for the start of the 4th. Barnett's first pitch to Fouts misses outside for ball 1. So again, Dalton Barnett falls behind to the leadoff hitter for the Tomcats. Barnett comes back again and misses high, so it's 2-0 now to the Tomcats catcher. Barnett comes back and misses again. Still can't quite find the zone. It's 3-0 to the leadoff hitter for the Tomcats in the 4th inning. The 3-0 pitch, that one misses as well. So 4 pitches, 4 balls, and the first batter of the 4th inning for the Tomcats reaches base safely, and now that'll bring up, after Fouts' walk, that'll bring up the right fielder, number 42, Eing, who had a single in his first at-bat to left field. First pitch to Eing finds the outside corner, called for strike 1. So Dalton Barnett, after throwing 4 straight balls, comes back with the bounce back pitch, gets ahead of the Tomcats right fielder. Fouts at first. Eing at the plate. Nobody out so far. Dalton Barnett comes back again. This pitch misses for ball 1, and it's 1-1 in this at bat. Seems like both pitchers of the night aren't missing by an awful lot. Maybe a tight zone tonight. This time Barnett misses inside. So it's 2-1. Fouts grabs his lead at first base. Barnett delivers from the stretch for another strike, so he evens up the count now at 2-2. And now you can tell in this inning, Dalton Barnett has already made some adjustments after walking the first Trimble Tomcats hitter. He's now got a 2-2 count against Eing at the plate. The 2-2 pitch to the right fielder misses in the dirt. Aiden Femick bodies it up. I'm pretty sure that Fouts thought that was ball 4, so Aiden Femick fires down, and Fouts is going to be thrown out at second base. Fouts, the runner for the Trimble Tomcats, kind of started jogging over to second base as if he thought that that was the 4th ball of the at-bat, which meant he would have been able to freely advance to second base, but instead, Aiden Femick picks up the ball, heads up play there from the young catcher. So 1 out now, 3-2 count to Eing. Payoff pitch from Barnett misses just high. So that should be ball 4, I'm imagining. There we go. The home plate umpire checks his clicker, and he says, "Oh, yeah, Carter, you're right. He heard me all the way from back here. So base on balls again for the Tomcats. So now Eing will take Fouts' spot at first base, bringing up the 9-hole hitter for the Tomcats, number 10, the second baseman, Bukowski. Another Bukowski tonight. I think I already cleared that one up. One of them's getting DH for. Barnett starts the at-bat off with a ball that misses down and out. So it's going to be 1-0 now. So now you can't help to think that the base running mistake that we just saw might cost the Tomcats here. Instead of having a runner in scoring position, now they've only got a runner at first in Eing. Barnett comes back again with another pitch that misses, I can only imagine, outside. Eing at first base, Bukowski at the plate. Barnett's pitch this time. It looks like a similar pitch. This one's called a strike. 2-1 now to the Tomcats' second baseman. The 2-1 pitch from Barnett. This one misses as well, so now it's going to be 3-1. Bukowski's first time up to the plate, he walked. In 5 pitches, started out the at-bat 3-0. Barnett got a strike across, but then he walked. Bukowski swings and misses this time, so now it's going to be 3-2. Dalton Barnett works the count full, preventing a walk. So Eing at first, Bukowski at the plate. Dalton Barnett on the mound, the 3-2 pitch with only 1 out. Swung on and missed. Dalton Barnett works his way all the way back from being down in the count. Works it full and then strikes out Bukowski on a swing on a fastball that was in the zone regardless. So a good pitch there from Dalton Barnett. Records the second out of the inning. So 2 down now here, and that'll bring the leadoff hitter for the Trimble Tomcats back up to bat for his 3rd time. Number 3, Sharp, the center fielder. 1 for 2 on the night with an RBI as well. First pitch to Sharp, strike called on the outside corner. Good pitch to start the AB off for Dalton Barnett. So it's 0-1 to the Tomcats center fielder. 1 runner on, 2 outs. 2-1 your score. Top of the 4th, Barnett comes back again with a pitch in a similar area, but it must have been a little too far out this time. So now it's 1-1 to Sharp at the plate. Barnett gets his sign, comes set, his delivery to Sharp. Hit in the air to center field. Carson McCorkle is going to have to come in and grab this one, but he does make the play on the run. So a good play from Carson McCorkle to get the Golden Rockets out of the top of the 4th inning. Your score still 2-1. Heading to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back right after this break and a word from our sponsors.
No ceiling. Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Big plays, big smiles, and unforgettable moments. Capture them all with Corinne Janet Photography. From rocket game nights to senior portraits, family sessions, and special events, book your memories with Corinne today.
Come see the friendly faces at Gas and Stuff in Hamden for great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers a wide variety of scrumptious hot and fresh pizzas and subs. Don't worry if you're watching your calories. They also offer crisp cold salads. And don't forget about your favorite Ohio lottery games. Gas and Stuff, convenience with a smile.
Built on hard work and hometown pride.
All right, folks, and we are set for the bottom of the 4th inning. Here from Veterans Field in Wellston, Ohio, your score in this one right now. Trimble Tomcats have 2, Golden Rockets have 1. Very close game, competitive game so far on both sides of the field for each team. Leading off the Golden Rockets in the bottom half of the 4th inning. The 3-hole hitter tonight for the Golden Rockets, number 13, Carson McCorkle. Then after him will be Mason Stevens and then Kyson Witt. So a good spot of the lineup here for the Golden Rockets in the bottom of the 4th. And all things considered, this game's been moving pretty quickly, I'd say. No rain just yet. Clouds ahead. So we'll see how this one ends. But so far, it's been a good baseball game. I hope we don't go anywhere too soon. 0-0 Cahoe back on the mound for the Tomcats. His first pitch to McCorkle finds the strike zone. It's going to start off 0-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Carson McCorkle, who recorded the last out at the top of the 4th. The leadoff hitter for the Golden Rockets in the bottom half of the inning. Cahill comes back with another pitch that finds his own, so it's quickly 0-2 to the Golden Rockets center fielder. Corkle steps back in. The 0-2 pitch grounded to the left side in foul territory. Third baseman Bukowski will touch the ball in foul territory, so it's going to be a foul ball. Carson McCorkle stays alive despite the 0-2 count. The 0-2 again from the hands of Cahill. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Carson McCorkle will be the first out of the inning as he goes down looking. And what looks like it must have been a perfect pitch there from Cahill on the mound as Carson McCorkle thought for sure that was going to be ball. And tonight, so far, the corners have kind of been hit or miss, whether they're going to be called a strike or not. So you can't blame Carson McCorkle for taking a look at that one too much. But that'll bring up Mason Stevens now. The first pitch he sees is skied high into right center field. And the right fielder, Eing, gets underneath of the ball and makes the play. So quickly, the second out of the inning is recorded as well as Mason Stevens flies out to right field. So now that'll bring up the 5-hole hitter for the Golden Rockets tonight, number 5. The sophomore left fielder, Kyson Witt. So far tonight, Kyson Witt's 0 for 1. Let's see if he can get something going here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch he sees is grounded over to third base. Bukowski tries to make the play, but another grass dragon, as sometimes we like to call it, as the lip of the grass affected the ball, as it took a pretty nasty hop, and Bukowski couldn't hang on to it. So Kyson Witt reaches base safely here and extends the inning in the bottom of the fourth, and now that'll bring up number 20, the catcher tonight, Aiden Fenwick, for the Golden Rockets. We'll wait and see how that one's scored, whether that'll be somehow a base hit or an error. Cahill will try a pickoff move over and try to catch Kyson Witt sleeping, but it's unsuccessful. Kyson Witt slides back in safely. So as I imagined, that last play has scored an error on the third baseman, Bukowski. Hayden Fenwick swings and misses at a pitch. Now it's going to be 0-1. Second pitch comes back, misses inside, so it's 1-1 now to Carson McCorkle. Kyson Witt over on first base. He can run. Ball in the gap might tie this one up. But Aiden Fenwick skies one into center. Sharp, the center fielder, calls everybody off. Gets underneath of it, makes the play. So despite Kyson Witt reaching on an error, Golden Rockets can't get much happening here in the bottom of the fourth, and we're already heading to the top of the fifth inning here at Veterans Field in Wellston, Ohio. You're watching on Total Media Sports. We'll be right back for the fifth inning after this.
Supports local schools while delivering dependable hauling and trucking services throughout our community. Give Keith a call at 740-418-4295. If life throws you a curveball, you don't have to face it alone. For local experienced legal representation, call Lori Silcott Oosley, attorney at law, 740-384-1900. Win or lose, we all deserve a treat. Celebrate Rocket baseball and softball with something sweet from Newkirk Bakery. Grab fresh baked favorites and our fun canned drinks for the whole team. Newkirk's Bakery, the sweetest stop in Wellston. Don't strike out on dinner. After cheering on your team, swing by the patio Grubs and Subs for hot, fresh pizza the whole crew will love. Now that is a game night win. Come see us at 114 South Ohio Avenue.
Ohio Valley Bank.
All right, folks, and welcome back to this Total Media Sports broadcast here in Wellston, Ohio from Veterans Field. Trimble Tomcats still maintain their lead over top of the Golden Rockets, 2-1 right now here. We're starting the top of the fifth inning very shortly. Dalton Barnett makes his way back up onto the mound for the Golden Rockets, and he'll start this one, and he'll begin his fifth inning of work. So the Golden Rockets, this game so far has been kind of a ride the highs and survive the lows. Golden Rockets have had a couple times on defense where the Tomcats had an opportunity to put up some major runs, but the Golden Rockets have done a good job of staying within reach, and it's only a one-run ball game. And it's been a very, very quick one so far, too. This game was scheduled for a 5:15 start. I can't remember exactly when we started this one, but if I had to guess, maybe a couple minutes after 5:15. And it's 6:21 right now. We're already set for the top of the fifth inning. So the first hitter for the Trimble Tomcats will be the shortstop, number 7, Cahill. And the first pitch to him, man, I'll tell you what, it looked like a pretty good one. But the umpire says, no, that's going to be ball one. So 1-0 to start this one. And I'm not really sure where that one missed. Usually I try to get an idea of, so I can provide some solid commentary. But, man, I got to admit, that looked like a pretty good pitch to me. Dalton Burnett comes back and misses again, 2-0 now to start the top of the fifth to the Tomcats shortstop. Burnett comes back again and misses for the third straight time, so it's 3-0 now. Dalton Burnett, one of those pitchers who elects to just solely work from the stretch. Haven't seen a windup out of him tonight, even with no runners on. The 3-0 pitch to Cahoe finds the strike zone, so it's going to be 3-1 now. As Cahoe is trying to throw off Dalton Burnett, maybe trying to get him to miss by scoring up to bunt. Dalton Burnett stays composed. A 3-1 pitch now, misses inside, so Cahoe will reach base safely on a base on balls. So again, I don't have the exact stat, but I can remember a couple different times so far tonight that the Tomcats have had their leadoff runner reach base safely, and it happens again here in the top of the fifth. And for the Tomcats, they're in a great spot in the lineup for some production. So now that'll bring up 0-0 Cahoe, the starting pitcher for the Tomcats tonight. The left-hander up to bat with run runner on, nobody out. First pitch he sees is a fastball that finds the zone for strike number one. So far tonight, this 0-0 Cahoe is 1 for 2 with a single. Runner takes off. Cahoe tries to steal second base, but Cahoe at the plate fouls it off. So he'll have to return to first base. And it's quickly 0-2 now to the 3-hole hitter for the Tomcats. 2-1 your score, top of the fifth inning. Nobody out, one runner on. 0-2 count to 0-0. Cahoe will have to wait. Dalton Burnett tries a pickoff move over at first base. But number 7, Cahoe, slides in safely. Burnett gets the sign again, comes set, delivers to the left-handed hitter. It's hit to the right side in foul territory, and it's going to fall. And Cahoe at the plate stays alive and extends his at-bat after the 2-strike foul ball. As soon as that ball left the bat, everybody kind of understood that it was going to fall in foul territory, but that didn't stop Mason Stevens from giving a little bit of a chase to it. So good hustle there from the Golden Rocket first baseman. The 0-2 pitch again. This time it's fouled up right near me. It's going to hit the fence, and it's going to be another foul ball. So 0-0 Cahoe at the plate, doing a good job of staying alive despite the 0-2 count. And as a former pitcher, these are the kind of batters that you hate. You just can't quite put away. They foul everything off that you throw at them. Way ahead is Barnett. So the 0-2 pitch grounded over to the first base side. Mason Stevens makes the play, throws to second. He's out. Braxton Ingles at second base returns the throw, and it's going to be a double play here to start the top of the fifth inning. So a good play, good defensive play there from the Golden Rockets as Mason Stevens fields it up. And he decides to go to second base first instead of stepping on the bag, which now we understand was the correct decision. So a nice heads-up play there from the Golden Rocket first baseman, right on cue after I was talking about his hustle. That's the kind of mindset you put yourself in. You're going to develop some things, and this one's skied high into center field. One of the highest hits I've seen so far this year. And Warren, the cleanup hitter for the Tomcats, flies out to the center fielder, Carson McCorkle. So before I could explain what even happened in that last play, Warren flies out and ends the inning. So we're heading to the bottom of the fifth. Your score 2-1 here from Veterans Field. We'll be back right after a word from our sponsors.
Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Big games required.
All right, folks, welcome back to this Total Media Sports broadcast. Here live from Veterans Field in Wellston, Ohio. Trimble Tomcats hold a 2-1 lead over the Golden Rockets. 0-0 Cahoe back up on the mound for the Tomcats. So before we start the bottom of the fifth inning, the umpire had to relay a message to the Trimble head coach, and I believe the reason that is because Caden Matthews is on deck. So he had to get that substitution in. So we'll get the exact details of the substitution after Elijah Long, the leadoff hitter of the inning for the Golden Rockets, finishes his at-bat. His first pitch he sees, fastball misses high. And so 0-0 Cahoe comes back with the pitch that is swung on and missed and evens up the count at 1-1. The 1-1 back to Elijah Long is hit over on the left side in foul territory, and it'll stay foul. So now it's 1-2. Elijah Long so far tonight is 1 for 1 with an RBI because he had that RBI single earlier in the bottom of the second inning. We're getting a little bit of sunshine now, folks. It's starting to warm back up again. The 1-2 to Long is hit high in the air, and the shortstop will get underneath of it and make the play. That's number 7 Cahoe out there. So 0-0 Cahoe throws the pitch off the bat of Elijah Long. Number 7 Cahoe makes the play. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. And so as I just mentioned, we'll see a new batter now for the Golden Rockets. Number 6 Caden Matthews will hit in place of the senior third baseman Reese Lewis. So his first at bat of the night begins with a fastball that misses down in the dirt, and the catcher has a hard time finding it before he realizes that it's right underneath of him. So 1-0 now to start the at-bat against Caden Matthews. 0-0 Cahoe delivers, misses high. Sunshine is a good sign here, folks, as for a while there it looked like we might get a little wet because of rain, but the sunshine is bringing back some hope among the fans here. Not only does it bring that kind of hope, but it's starting to warm up again. 3-0 the count to Matthews. 3-0 pitch. Oh, man. Strike called. Pretty tough pitch to hit. 3-1 pitch from Cahoe. This one's hit over to the right side. The second baseman, Bukowski, will not beat the first baseman, Warren, to it, as Warren makes the play and flips it on over to 0-0 Cahoe, the pitcher, for out number 2 of the inning.
Now batting number 3, Grayson Sides.
So now with 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth, that'll bring up the right fielder, Grayson Seitz. So far tonight, Seitz is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Golden Rockets only managed to muster up 2 hits, one from Aiden Femick, one from Elijah Long. Cahoe comes back after the first pitch strike with a ball that misses down and out, so now it's 1-1 in this at-bat for Grayson Seitz. Grayson Seitz hits one right back at Cahoe, deflects off of his glove. The shortstop scoops it up. That's going to be, I'm assuming, his brother Cahoe. After the deflection from the pitcher, he scoops it up, makes the play over at first base, and Grayson Seitz is retired to end the fifth inning. We're heading to the top of the sixth. 2-1, still your score. It's been the same score since the second inning. Folks, we'll be right back right after this break.
And Health Watch Good Delights and Meal Prep keeps you fueled all week. The weekly menu drops every Monday on TikTok and Facebook with pickups on Sunday at 806 Diggs Road in Wellston. Healthy made easy. True fans know that success in baseball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. These same qualities are important to Lockhart Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We would like to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies. Looking for firearms, ammunition, military surplus, or survival supplies? Lock and Loaded Outfitters in Wellston has you covered at 107 West Broadway Street in Wellston. Open Monday through Saturday. At Southern Ohio Smiles in Jackson, they're proud to support our local athletes. Offering general dental services and implant dentistry, they can help your smile be strong on and off the field. Call 740-577-3230 or visit them at 41 East South Street in Jackson. For excavation.
All right, folks, and we're back here now for the start of the top of the 6th inning. Trimble still on top of Golden Rockets, 2-1. This one's been a pretty quick-moving game so far. I mentioned it last inning. And to be honest with you, I was trying to slow the game down a little bit so I can continue calling this one. But, man, we're moving quick. We're already in the top of the 6th. It's only 6:30. A little bit of baseball left to go. Golden Rockets still have some work to do. They're down a run. And the Trimble Tomcats will begin this inning with their 5-hole hitter, Mr. Dixon, who plays left field. So far tonight, he is 0 for 1. First pitch to Dixon is fouled off behind the backstop. It'll land only a few feet away from one of our most faithful fans so far this year. That'll be Elijah Lung's dog. Glad he's okay. Dixon fouls it off to start the AB, 0-1. Barnett comes back again with a fastball that misses high. So now it's 1-1 now to the Tomcats left fielder. Don Barnett still working from the stretch. Comes back again with the 1-1 pitch missing outside, 2-1. And so far tonight, Dalton Barnett has struggled finding the zone in a lot of different at-bats. And despite that, he's done a good job of extending at-bats despite being down in the count. But Dixon gets a hold of a fastball on line, drives it right back up the middle, so he'll single into center field. And so yet again, the Tomcats, in their first batter of the inning, reaches base safely, this time after a single from the left fielder, Dixon. So now that'll bring up the designated hitter, number 21, McCune, hitting in place of the third baseman, Bukowski. Been my favorite name to say so far on the year, Bukowski. I just hope I'm saying it right. First pitch to McCune misses, up and out. 1-0 to start the at-bat against the designated hitter. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Again, Barnett misses outside, so it's 2-0 to the designated hitter. Dixon getting his lead at first base, and we're keeping a close eye on him, so he might be a pretty fast player there. We seem to be giving him a lot of attention over there on first base. Barnett misses again outside for the third straight time, so it's 3-0 to the designated hitter, McCune. Despite it being a pretty quick-moving game, Dalton Barnett's thrown a lot of pitches for only 5 innings of work. The 3-0 pitch called for a strike. So now it's 3-1 to number 21, McCune. Dixon still over at first base, and the 3-1 pitch misses down in the dirt for ball 4. So a leadoff single and a walk puts 2 runners on for the Tomcats early in the top of the 6th inning. We're going to get a time call here from Coach Josh Moon. We've seen Coach Josh Jackson out on the mound once to visit his players. This time, Coach Josh Moon. So the change that you'll see here as Dalton Barnett's night on the mound comes to a close, Caden Matthews, who was the hitter in place for Reese Lewis an inning ago, came back into the game to play second base. And so Coach Josh Moon will pull Caden Matthews from second base, put him on the mound. And then whenever Caden Matthews entered the game as the second baseman, Elijah Long, who was formerly playing second base, went over to third. So now that'll complete your defensive arrangement now here in the top of the sixth for the Golden Rockets. Caden Matthews on the mound. Elijah Long over at third base, and Dalton Barnett will now play his normal position at second base after his night ends after 5 innings of work, allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 strikeouts, and really what didn't help him a whole lot tonight is his 7 walks. But despite all that, only allowing 2 runs, had a lot of help tonight from his defensive players. A couple of big-time plays to get out of some stressful innings. And it's still a very close ball game here with 2 innings left to go. So Caden Matthews takes the mound with 2 runners on and nobody out. Runner at second and a runner at first. So far this year for Caden Matthews on the mound at the varsity level, he's only got 3 innings pitched. And he's faced 21 batters. He's allowed 7 hits and 9 runs in those 3 innings. So a great opportunity for the young sophomore who wears number 6, Caden Matthews, to get up on the mound and get some varsity time on the bump. And he's going to have to play a pretty significant role in this one as a relief pitcher. Coming into the 6th inning, trailing by a run with a runner at second and a runner at first. So now up to bat for the Trimble Tomcats will be the catcher, Fouts, who wears number 12. First pitch he sees misses for ball 1, and it's 1-0. Fouts tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Matthews comes back with a fastball at the knees. It's called for a strike. 1-1. Fouts didn't like the strike call. Takes a look over at his coach. Coach gives him a thumbs up, say, hey, buddy, hit the ball. 2 runners on, nobody out. 1-1 count. Matthews working from the stretch. This one misses just outside. So it's going to be 2-1 now. And Coach Josh Jackson hollers from the dugout and tells Caden Matthews that he's got a little bit more time with his leg kick if he wants it. Runner at second base. It's hard to steal third base just because it's a shorter throw for the catcher. And Aiden Thumick already tonight has thrown a runner out trying to steal second base, so probably not going to see very much action on the base paths unless a ball's put in play. And Caden Matthews comes back with what looks like a breaking ball that misses down in the zone, so it's 3-1 now to the first batter he faces in Fouts. The 3-1 pitch from Matthews. Strike called on a fastball. So now it's a full count here to the Trimble Tomcats catcher, Mr. Fouts. Big pitch here, nobody out. 2 runners on. The 3-2 pitch from Matthews. Swung on and fouled off. Fouts is going to stay alive and extend his at-bat. And that's something that the Trimble Tomcats have done a good job of tonight is they've had competitive at-bats. You know, especially in big spots here with 2 runners on, nobody out. So we'll try the 3-2 pitch again. Payoff pitch from the hands of Caden Matthews. Breaking ball misses outside. So that'll walk Fouts and load the bases for the Tomcats. And so the Trimble Tomcats head coach calls time. And I believe we're going to get a pinch runner in place of McCune, who's at second base. So we will see a pinch runner. So McCune will retire from the base paths and head back into the dugout, and running in place for him is going to be number 30, Hill. So a little bit more speed on the base paths, I'm sure, for the Tomcats as the bases are loaded with the right fielder, Eing, up to bat. Bases juice. They lead by a run. Nobody out. Caden Matthews starts off in with a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. So it's 1-0 now to start the at-bat against the Tomcats right fielder. Trimble tonight has 5 hits, and Eing has 1 of them. He's 1 for 1 with a walk in his first 2 ABs. Caden Matthews comes back with a fastball. It's called for a strike low in the zone. It's a great bounce back pitch to even up the count for Caden Matthews. And like I said earlier, Caden Matthews, this is an opportunity for him to learn a lot, especially getting thrown in with 2 runners on, walking the first batter he faced. So base is loaded. And Matthews comes back with another fastball that's called for a strike. So quickly, it's 1-2 now to the Tomcats right fielder, Ing. And a strikeout here would help the case of Matthews significantly. Corners playing in for the Golden Rockets. Matter of fact, I believe everybody's playing in. Breaking ball thrown from Caden Matthews. Ing swings and misses. And that's strike number 3. So Ing goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. And so Coach Josh Jackson will push the middle infield back in hopes of a double play ball. But the corners stay up in the grass trying to make the play at home if they need to. That'll bring up now the second baseman, Bukowski. He's up with the bases loaded. First pitch, he sees his ground ball over the shortstop. Fielded by Braxton Ingles. Throws over to Barnett. Barnett's turnaround throw. Safe is the call from the field umpire. And so that'll score Dixon, who was the runner at third base. And so after the unsuccessful double play, there'll be runners at the corners, and Coach Josh Jackson's going to call time and have a little chat with the field umpire and get an idea of what happened there. And so regardless, that'll be the second out of the inning. Can't quite get the third. So Josh Jackson, after his conversation with the field umpire, is going to go talk to the home plate umpire, trying everything that he can to maybe change the outcome of that play. It was a very, very close play. This is a long conversation that Josh Jackson's having with the home plate umpire. So as it stands right now, Bukowski grounds into a fielder's choice. Golden Rockets get the second out of the inning after they retire Fouts at second base. And so Josh Jackson might have come up with something to help his case, as now after the conversation with the field umpire, Josh Jackson talks to the home plate umpire. Now the home plate umpire says, hey, you know what, I'm going to go have a conversation with my partner. So they're going to buddy up, and they're going to have a conversation between the two of them to maybe see what happens. And so despite the appeal from Josh Jackson, the call stands as safe. So a close call there doesn't go in the favor of the Golden Rockets. So Dixon scores from third base, bringing your score to 3-1. Runners at the corners now. Hill at third and Bukowski at first after Fouts was the out that was recorded in the fielder's choice. And now that brings up the top of the lineup for the Tomcats, the center fielder Sharp. 2 on, 2 out for Sharp here in the top of the 6th inning. The 1-0 pitch from Matthews misses down, so now it's going to be 2-0 to the Tomcats center fielder. And going back to that double play opportunity that the Golden Rockets had, I think I had mentioned it before, the middle infield moved back, and they did a good job making the turn because the throw as the field umpire makes the call. And I believe that Josh Jackson's conversation with both the umpires is the fact that the runner that was advancing to second base, who would have been Fouts, I believe, who ended up being called out at second base, didn't slide. So maybe that could have obstructed the throw that Dalton Barnett was attempting to make to get the third out of the inning at first base. But despite that appeal, the call stands. So Tomcats extend the inning. And so now Sharp will walk and load the bases once again after a 2-out walk from Caden Matthews on 4 pitches. So now that brings up number 7, the shortstop, Cahoe. Top of the 6th inning, 2 outs. Bases loaded once again. Caden Matthews going to have to go back to work. First pitch to the shortstop, Cahoe, down in the dirt. Good block there from Aiden Fenwick as he keeps the ball in front and prevents another run from scoring. Pinch runner from McCune. Hill still over at third base. Second baseman Bukowski at second. And then the center fielder Sharp at first. Matthews again throws one in the dirt. This time it does get by Aiden Fimick. And so Hill, who I was just talking about, scores, and that'll extend the Tomcats' lead to 3 runs. Your score now 4-1 in favor of the Tomcats. And while Hill scores, Bukowski does indeed advance over to third, and Sharp moves over to second. (2-0) now to the Tomcats shortstop. Caden Matthews back in the windup. Strike called on the fastball, which brings the count to 2-1 now. So far tonight, the Tomcats shortstop is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Matthews comes back with a pitch that misses high out of the zone, so it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch with 2 outs. Strike called on the outside corner. And number 7, the shortstop, Cahill, was certain that that was going to be called ball 4 as he tosses his bat over toward the dugout, trying to take his free base. But now he'll have to face the 3-2 pitch from Matthews, and it's fouled off. So the shortstop stays alive. And Caden Matthews will have to try the payoff pitch one more time. Payoff pitch from Matthews. Swung on and hit over to the right side. This one's playable. Mason Stevens heading on over. And it looks like he got a glove on it, but right as he was escaping my view, he must have dropped it. Because I've got that cliche, from the crowd, so I'm assuming he didn't catch the ball, which proves to be true as Caden Matthews finds the baseball back into his glove, and he'll try the 3-2 pitch one more time. From the windup, 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, misses low. So Cahill this time does indeed draw the walk. And you can see the frustration from Caden Matthews as he walks another batter to load the bases again after the play couldn't quite be made. Bases loaded now for the Tomcats pitcher, 0-0 Cahill. And let's see if he can help his case any. His team's already up 4-1. He's got the bases loaded for him. First pitch he sees is a fastball. That finds the zone, and Aiden Fimick dangerously throws over to third base to try and backpick the runner over there at third. Bukowski, that is, over there at third, and he reaches base safely. The 0-1, Caden Matthews comes back with what looks like another fastball that misses low. So now it's 1-1 to 0-0 Cahill. The 1-1 pitch misses outside. So now it's 2-1. And the Golden Rockets don't have anywhere to put Cahill, the batter. So a walk here would be pretty detrimental. A breaking ball from from Matthews, gets Cahill to swing. And he made a little bit of a half swing on that one, and he tries to say he didn't go, but the home plate umpire goes ahead and makes the call and says that he did. So now it's 2-2, and a weird series of events right there. But the 2-2 pitch to Cahill is grounded over to the right side, and Mason Stevens fields it and takes it to the bag himself. So the Tomcats put up a couple more runs in the top of the 6th inning. Your score is now 4-1. Golden Rockets have a lot of work to do. Heading to the bottom of the 6th now. You're watching on Total Media Sports. We'll be right back.
Thompson & Son Excavation and Hauling, proudly serving our community with dependable service and free estimates. Give them a call at 740-577-5577 or 740-577-1302. Teamwork, dedication, and sacrifice. The same values we see on the field are values held by our members of the VFW Post 9092 of Wellston. Proudly serving veterans, their families, and our community, the VFW works every day to honor those who served our country. Through local programs and community support, Post 9092 of Wellston continues to make a difference, honoring service and supporting our community.
Every win starts with a strong game plan. And every project starts with Wilson Excavating. For demolition needs or installation of underground water, storm, and sewer lines, call 740-357-8471.
Hello, I'm Dustin Jackson.
All right, folks, welcome back to this Total Media Sports broadcast here at Veterans Field in Wellston, Ohio. We're back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Golden Rockets trail the Trimble Tomcats 4-1 here, starting the bottom of the 6th. 0-0 Cahill back on the mound for the Tomcats, starting his 6th inning of work tonight. So in the top of the 6th inning, the Tomcats put up 2 more runs. For the 6th inning, or I'm sorry, the 2nd inning, it was 2-1 score until just last inning, where their first run was scored on a fielder's choice play that was almost a double play for the Golden Rockets, but it ended up being only able to get 1 out. Leading off this bottom of the 6th inning, nowhere else you'd rather be for the Golden Rockets. Your leadoff hitter, number 1, Braxton Ingalls. We'll try out his 3rd at-bat of the night. So far, he's 0 for 2. Still only 2 hits recorded total for the Golden Rockets tonight. This inning, you'll see Braxton Ingalls, Dalton Barnett, and then Carson McCorkle are your first 3 up for Wellston in the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 your score. Cahill's first pitch to Ingalls is chopped over to the right side. Cahill's going to have to make a play. He does. Fields it, and he tosses on and over to the first baseman. And Braxton Ingalls is retired to start the bottom of the 6th. First pitch swinging was Braxton Ingalls. And a pitch that he got on top of. And the pitcher, Cahill, makes a good play. So now it's Dalton Barnett, who was the starting pitcher tonight for the Golden Rockets, who ended up now playing second base. First pitch he sees misses low for ball number 1. 1-0 to start his at-bat. Cahill comes back with another pitch that misses inside. So now it's 2-0 to the sophomore second baseman. The 2-0 pitch misses again inside. So it's going to be 3-0 now. And being down by 3, I can imagine Dalton Barnett will probably take this one. And even if he was wanting to swing, would have been unwise to, as that's ball 4. And so Dalton Barnett, the second batter of the inning for the Golden Rockets, reaches base, which brings up now the senior center fielder, Carson McCorkle, hitting in the 3 spot tonight. So far, he's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. And at this point in the game, I mean, it'd be nice to score all 3 runs to tie the game up at once. But any way you can chip away at it. As of now, the Tomcats still need to record 5 total outs before they get out of this one alive. Cahill's going to try and move over at first base, but Dalton Barnett wasn't even quite where he usually is for his lead yet. So he'll just walk on back over. So this time, Cahill gives him a little bit more time to get his lead and tries again. But Dalton Barnett slides back in safely. So it'll remain an 0-1 count to McCorkle. Cahill comes back with what looks like another breaking ball that finds the zone. And Carson McCorkle gives a shrug at it, as if he disagrees with the call. So the 0-2 now. Cahill comes back, another breaking ball that's dropped, and they're going to throw the ball over to second base because Dalton Barnett took off after the drop third strike. And that's going to be out number 3. And so the reason that's out number 3, folks, is because first base, when the strikeout was recorded, was occupied, and Dalton Barnett was thrown out trying to steal second base. So that's going to be a strike out, throw out. Not usually how you see it, but that's the case. We're heading to the top of the 7th now. Your score is 4-1 here at Veterans Field. We'll be back here in just a moment.
I'm a senior for the Wellston baseball team. On behalf of Wellston High School Baseball and Softball, I'd like to thank our Golden Rocket Diamond Club Gold Level sponsors for supporting our season.
Hi, I'm Maisie Wyatt, a senior. I played third base, and I'd like to thank Young's Mechanical Installation.
Hi, my name's Maddie Childers, senior, and I play catcher, and I'd like to thank the Wellston American Legion.
Hello, my name's Adrian Erber. I'm a senior, so I play second base. I'd like to thank Jerry's Do It Center.
Hi, my name is Mason Stevens. I'm a senior. I play first base, and I'd like to thank Jackson Brothers Construction.
Hi, I'm Carson Rapoco. I'm a senior. Play center field, and I'd like to thank Carlisle Insurance.
Hi, I'm Riley Long, senior. Play third base, and I like to thank General Mills.
Hi, I'm Reese Lewis, senior. I play third base. I'd like to thank the Sons of America League.
Thank you to all of our Rocket Diamond Club Gold sponsors for supporting Wellston baseball and softball.
All right, folks, welcome back to this Total Media Sports broadcast here at Veterans Field in Wellston, Ohio. Golden Rockets trail the Trimble Tomcats 4-1. We're set for the top of the 7th inning. Caden Matthews going back out for his second inning of work. Tomcats lead the Golden Rockets by 3 runs, and for a while there, it looked like this game was going to be competitive until the end, but the last couple innings have been one-sided in favor of the Tomcats. They put up 2 runs in the top of the 6th inning and then had a very quick bottom of the 6th on defense. So we'll see if the Golden Rockets can muster up any defensive momentum. First pitch of the inning, skied high in the air in the infield. Communication happening. Elijah Long, who's playing third base, calls off everybody else in the infield and makes the play. So that's going to be out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out from Caden Matthews. And so now coming up to bat for the Trimble Tomcats will be number 1, the left fielder, Dixon. 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. First pitch to Dixon, misses out. 1-0 to the Tomcats left fielder. Ball in the dirt after the 1-0 pitch makes it 2-0 now. The 2-0 pitch from Matthews, lined over into left field. Kyson Witt attempts a diving play, but the ball lands in, and so that's going to be a 1-out single for Dixon as he picks up his second hit of the night. So a multi-hit evening for the left fielder after the 1-out single. That'll bring up now the designated hitter, number 21, McCune. 0 for 1 tonight with 2 walks. And in the 6th inning, he was pinch ran for, and the individual that ran for him, Hill, who wears number 30, ended up scoring. So as a guy who oftentimes had a pinch runner for him myself, I like to count that as a run scored in my book. So McCune's had an impactful night as the designated hitter, reaching base safely and then allowing another teammate of his to get around the bases and score, which has helped the Trimble Tomcats develop this 4-1 lead that they hold in the top of the 7th. First pitch to McCune misses low, so it's 1-0 now. Matthews delivers again, this time a breaking ball that finds the strike zone, so now it's 1-1. So Matthews is, I can't tell if he's trying to find what's comfortable, if he's purposefully mixing up his deliveries, because sometimes you get a bigger leg kick and sometimes you get a quicker one. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off to the right side, right by the Golden Rocket dugout, so now it's going to be 1-2 with 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the 7th. Left-handed designated hitter steps back in. He faces a 1-2 count. Caden Matthews gets his sign, checks his runner, comes set. The 1-2 pitch for Matthews. Breaking ball that misses inside on the left-handed batter, so that'll even up the count at 2-2. The 2-2 now from Caden Matthews. Misses high and out. So McCune has worked the count full. 3-2 now. Dixon at first base. 1 out so far in the top of the 7th. The 3-2 pitch from Matthews misses way high. And so that'll be ball number 4. And that'll be the 11th walk that the Golden Rockets have allowed tonight. So a lot of times when I'm able to do some pregame talk, I always talk about keys to winning. And it doesn't matter whose team you play for. A key, that's always a key to winning, is limiting free bases. And so far tonight, the Golden Rockets haven't done a great job of doing so. 11 walks on the night. So that's 11 Trimble Tomcat hitters that have reached base safely. Caden Matthews starts off the at-bat to Fouts, the catcher, with a strike, and then comes back with the ball in the dirt. So it's 1-1 now to the Tomcats catcher, who wears number 12. 2 on, 1 out. Matthews comes back again with what looks like another breaking ball that's in the dirt again. Fenwick, the catcher, does a nice job of blocking that one up, preventing the runners from advancing. So it's 2-1 to Fouts. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball that is lasered into the outer half of the plate. So now it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is fouled off, practically off the hands of Fouts, and it hits the fence right beside the Golden Rocket dugout. So Fouts stays alive, and I think I had mentioned this earlier that the Tomcats have just had competitive at-bats. Anytime, even if you foul off 1 or 2 pitches already in a 2-strike count, it aggravates the pitcher like no other. Caden Matthews comes back with a breaking ball that almost everybody thought was going to be strike number 3, but instead the home plate umpire says no, that's not going to be a strike. So now it's 3-2. Caden Matthews going to have to work out of another full count. 1 out, 2 on. 3-2 pitch from Matthews. Grounded over to the right side, fielded by Mason Stevens. I'm getting a little deja vu, folks. Another double play from the Golden Rockets as Mason Stevens fields the ball, throws it on over to second base. Braxton Ingles turns around, throws it back to him for the 3rd out of the inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Golden Rockets. They trail the Tomcats 4-1. We'll be back right after a word from our sponsors.
Every baseball and softball season begins with a promise. A promise to show up, hard work, and represent our Rocket community with pride. But behind every swing, every pitch, every young athlete, there's a team you don't always see. The Golden Rocket Diamond Club makes it all possible, providing gear, equipment, field support, and opportunities for every player who wears the blue and gold. This is Total Media Sports coverage of Wellston baseball and softball, proudly presented by the Golden Rocket Diamond Club.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. What started in a garage with 2 people and a dream now employs over 100 with offices locally in Wellston, Waterford, and Cincinnati. VCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has one.
All right, folks, and we're back here in preparation for the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be starting the bottom of the 7th here shortly. Golden Rockets need to put up 3 runs to at least tie and keep this ball game going. 00 K-Hub will be back on the mound to begin his 7th inning of work tonight against the Golden Rockets. And so far, he's had a pretty solid night. Through 6 innings, he's only allowed 2 hits and 1 run, striking out 3 and walking 1. And my favorite part of the night, at least for Cahoe, is the fact that he's thrown a total of 67 pitches and 45 of them have been strikes. That's a pretty decent ratio, especially in an away game. It's a little chilly outside and against a Golden Rocket team that has the ability to hit well. So props to Cahoe. He's still got 3 outs to get, though. Oftentimes in baseball, it's an old saying that says the hardest out to get is the last one, and they've still got 3 to go. So let's see what the Golden Rockets can do. Leading off the bottom of the 7th will be number 24, Mason Stevens. First pitch he sees misses down and out. So it's 1-0 to start the bottom of the 7th inning. First 3 batters for the Golden Rockets this inning will be Mason Stevens, Kyson Witt, and Aiden Fenwick. Second pitch Stevens sees is fouled off to the right side. He got a pitch that he liked, took a swing at it, was just a bit early. So he fouls it off to the right side. It's 1-1 now to the senior first baseman. Cahoe comes back with a pitch that misses down and out. 2-1 now to Mason Stevens. Every at-bat from here has to be a competitive one for the Golden Rockets. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. So it's 2-2 now. It looks like Mason Stevens is ahead of the pitches. Maybe there's an adjustment that can be made here. The 2-2 from the hands of Cahill. Sidearm delivery, outside corner called, strike 3. Mason Stevens goes down looking to start the bottom of the 7th. And he comes off the field, disagreeing with the call. Doesn't matter, that play's over. 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Kyson Witt, the sophomore left fielder, will step in now. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Trying to get something started. First pitch, ball 1. One thing I can say there after watching that pitch is Kyson looks it all the way into the glove, making sure he understands exactly where the ball's at. Same thing there. He's turning his head all the way over to where I'm at. I can see his face. He's making sure that he sees where the ball is. So 2-0 now to start the at-bat against Kyson Witt. 0-0 Cahill moving quick. He comes back with the pitch in the same spot, so now it's 3-0. Kyson went way ahead of Cahill here. Cahill's pitch, strike called, bottom of the zone. Kyson Witt thought it was ball 4. He started to get down to first base. The 3-1 this time. Kyson Witt again looks it all the way into the glove. Maybe that time he was looking back at the home plate umpire to make sure he wasn't going to call that one a strike too. But regardless, Kyson Witt reaches base safely with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, which brings up the catcher, number 20, Aiden Fenwick. 1 out, 1 on, 3 runs to go for the Golden Rockets. Fenwick so far tonight is 1 for 2. He's got one of the Golden Rockets' 2 hits. He's also scored the Golden Rockets' only run tonight. First pitch he sees is called for a strike, so it'll be 1-0 to start his at-bat. Fenwick, second pitch he sees is a fastball, swung on and missed. So it's quickly 0-2 to the sophomore catcher. The 0-2 pitch misses down and out. So Aiden Fenwick showing some good plate discipline there, not swinging at the pitch. It's out of the zone. It's going to be 1-2 now. The 1-2 fouled off over to the left side. Coach Josh Jackson runs over, makes a solid play on the run and the throw. Oh, what a play there from Josh Jackson over on the third base side. Aiden Fenwick stays alive here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-2 coming again on its way. McCune gets a sign, comes set, decides to throw over to first base, and it gets by the first baseman. And so Kyson Witt's going to be able to advance over to second base. And so 0-0 Cahill, who I was just getting ready to mention, is moving very, very quickly here in the bottom of the 7th. Gets the throw from Josh Jackson, immediately gets on the mound and tries to do a sneaky little move over to the first base side where he overthrows the first baseman, Warren. And so Kyson Witt advances over to second, and Cahill comes back with the pitch that misses outside. So now that'll be 2-2 to Aiden Fenwick with a runner in scoring position. The 2-2 pitch is fouled off again. Aiden Fenwick doing what the Tomcats have done to the Golden Rockets all night, having competitive at-bats. Let's see if Aiden Fenwick can win this battle. 0-0 Cahill gets immediately back on the mound. He's still working quick, gets a sign, throws, grounded over to the shortstop. This number 7, Cahill, will fire over to the first baseman, Warren, who makes a good stretch. And he makes the play and records the second out of the inning as Aiden Fenwick grounds out to the shortstop for the second out. And in the middle of all that, Kyson Witt advances over to third base. So another potential run for the Golden Rockets, only 90 feet away. Brings up number 4, Elijah Long. First pitch he sees is skied into left field. And the left fielder is going to have to give a lot of chase to this one. That's going to be Dixon, and it's going to get over his head. So Elijah Long didn't know that the ball got over his head, and so he started to retreat back to first base, and then the cutoff throw was overthrown by the shortstop. My goodness, what a series of events there. Elijah Long hits a 2-out double to score Kyson Witt from third base. So what happened there is Dixon couldn't make the play in left field, and Elijah Long thought that he did, and so he started to go back towards the dugout area, but then he realized, oh no, he didn't make the play. So then when he started to run towards second, Dixon's throw into number 7, Cahill, was above his head, so Elijah Long did indeed get to advance to second base. And so now the first pitch that Caden Matthews sees is taken for strike one. And so in a position like this, only the second at bat of the night for Caden Matthews as he pinch hit for Reese Lewis. He's seen two fastballs that have been exactly where you want him to be as a hitter, and he's looked at both of them. He's shaking his head. Not a good look for the Golden Rockets as a batter up there with no confidence now. And so Caden Matthews is just going to take a swing at one. He's going to hit it over to the right side. The second baseman was thinking that the Trimble Tomcats pitcher was going to make the play. And so they gather the ball back up, and Elijah Long was heading home, and he slides in, and he couldn't slide in safely. So what a way to end the ball game there on what is going to end up being a fielder's choice, I guess, is what the call is going to be, because Caden Matthews was safe at first base technically. But Elijah Long's thrown out at home for the third out of the inning. So all that, and Trimble Tomcats come out on top 4-2 at the end of this one. A little bit of action there in the bottom of the seventh inning from the Golden Rockets. A couple of things that we haven't seen yet this season as Elijah Long is thrown out at home to end the game. Final to this one is 4-2. And the Golden Rocket player is going to take their trip over to right field, and so we might get a couple players here. Coach John Jackson was just taking a look over at me and giving me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and I just pointed at him, whatever you want to do, Coach John Jackson. So we'll see if he decides to send a couple players over to us. I'm going to gather up some of the stats at the end of this one. So while I do that and the Golden Rockets have their post-game discussion in right field, we're going to take a break and get a last word from our sponsors before we get some post-game action here. Final here at Veterans Field. Trimble Tomcats 4, Golden Rockets 2. Golden Rockets take a loss for the second straight night. We'll be back with some post-game stuff right after this.
But there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Big plays, big smiles, and unforgettable moments. Capture them all with Corinne Janet Photography. From rocket game nights to senior portraits, family sessions, and special events, book your memories with Corinne today.
Come see the friendly faces at Gas and Stuff in Hamden for great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers a wide variety of scrumptious hot and fresh pizzas and subs. Don't worry if you are watching your calories. They also offer crisp cold salads. And don't forget about your favorite Ohio lottery games. Gas and Stuff, convenience with a smile.
Built on hard work and hometown pride, Keith Mannering Trucking proudly supports local schools while delivering dependable hauling and trucking services throughout our community. Give Keith a call at 740-418-4295. If life throws you a curveball, you don't have to face it alone. For local experienced legal representation, call Lori Silcott Oosley, attorney at law, 740-384-1900. Win or lose, we all deserve a treat. Celebrate Rocket baseball and softball with something sweet from Newkirk Bakery. Grab fresh baked favorites and our fun canned drinks for the whole team. Newkirk's Bakery, the sweetest stop in Wellston. Don't strike out on dinner. After cheering on your team, swing by the patio Grubs and Subs for hot, fresh pizza the whole crew will love. Now that is a game night win. Come see us at 114 South Ohio Avenue.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
At Rio, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Big games require big energy, and Health Watch Good Delights and Meal Prep keeps you fueled all week. The weekly menu drops every Monday on TikTok and Facebook with pickups on Sunday at 806 Diggs Road in Wellston. Healthy made easy. True fans know that success in baseball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. These same qualities are important to Lockhart Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We would like to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies. Looking for firearms, ammunition, military surplus, or survival supplies? Lock and Loaded Outfitters in Wellston has you covered at 107 West Broadway Street in Wellston. Open Monday through Saturday. At Southern Ohio Smiles in Jackson, they're proud to support our local athletes. Offering general dental services and implant dentistry, they can help your smile be strong on and off the field. Call 740-577-3230 or visit them at 41 East South Street in Jackson. For excavation done right, trust Thompson & Son Excavation and Hauling. Proudly serving our community with dependable service and free estimates. Give them a call at 740-577-5577 or 740-577-1302. Teamwork, dedication, and sacrifice. The same values we see on the field are values held by our members of the VFW Post 9092 of Wellston. Proudly serving veterans, their families, and our community, the VFW works every day to honor those who served our country. Through local programs and community support, Post 9092 of Wellston continues to make a difference, honoring service and supporting our community.
Every win starts with a strong game plan, and every project starts with Wilson Excavating. For demolition needs or installation of underground water, storm, and sewer lines, call 740-357-8471.
Hello, I'm Dustin Jackson. I'm a catcher. I'm a senior for the Wellston baseball team. On behalf of Wellston High School baseball and softball, I'd like to thank our Golden Rocket Diamond Club Gold Level sponsors for supporting our season.
Hi, I'm Maisie Wyatt, a senior. I played third base, and I'd like to thank Young's Mechanical Installation.
Hi, my name's Maddie Childers, senior, and I play catcher, and I'd like to thank the Wellston American Legion.
Hello, my name's Adrian. I'm a senior, so I play second base. I'd like to thank Jerry's Do It Center.
Hi, my name is Mason Stevens. I'm a senior. I play first base, and I'd like to thank Jackson Brothers Construction.
Hi, I'm Carson Rapopel. I'm a senior, play center field, and I'd like to thank Carlisle Insurance.
Hi, I'm Riley Long, senior, play third base, and I like to thank General Mills.
Hi, I'm Reese Lewis, senior. I play third base. I'd like to thank the Sons of America League.
Thank you to all of our Rocket Diamond Club Gold sponsors for supporting Wellston baseball and softball.
In Wellston, every baseball and softball season begins with a promise. A promise to show up, hard work, and represent our Rocket community with pride. But behind every swing, every pitch, every young athlete, there's a team you don't always see. The Golden Rocket Diamond Club makes it all possible, providing gear, equipment, field support, and opportunities for every player who wears the blue and gold. This is Total Media Sports coverage of Wellston baseball and softball, proudly presented by the Golden Rocket Diamond Club.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. What started in a garage with 2 people and a dream now employs over 100 with offices locally in Wellston, Waterford, and Cincinnati. VCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Big plays, big smiles, and unforgettable moments. Capture them all with Corinne Janet Photography. From Rocket game nights to senior portraits, family sessions, and special events, book your memories with Corinne today.
Come see the friendly faces at Gas and Stuff in Hamden for great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers a wide variety of scrumptious hot and fresh pizzas and subs. Don't worry if you're watching your calories. They also offer crisp cold salads. And don't forget about your favorite Ohio lottery games. Gas and Stuff, convenience with a smile.
Built on hard work and hometown pride, Keith Mannering Trucking proudly supports local schools while delivering dependable hauling and trucking services throughout our community. Give Keith a call at 740-418-4295. If life throws you a curveball, you don't have to face it alone. For local experienced legal representation, call Lori Silcott Oosley, attorney at law, 740-384-1900. Win or lose, we all deserve a treat. Celebrate Rocket baseball and softball with something sweet from Newkirk Bakery. Grab fresh baked favorites and our fun canned drinks for the whole team. Newkirk's Bakery, the sweetest stop in Wellston. Don't strike out on dinner. After cheering on your team, swing by the patio Grubs and Subs for hot, fresh pizza the whole crew will love. Now that is a game night win. Come see us at 114 South Ohio Avenue.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people, and that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
At Rio, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Big games require big energy, and Health Watch Good Delights and Meal Prep keeps you fueled all week. The weekly menu drops every Monday on TikTok and Facebook with pickups on Sunday at 806 Diggs Road in Wellston. Healthy made easy. True fans know that success in baseball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. These same qualities are important to Lockhart Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We would like to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies. Looking for firearms, ammunition, military surplus, or survival supplies? Lock and Loaded Outfitters in Wellston has you covered at 107 West Broadway Street in Wellston. Open Monday through Saturday. At Southern Ohio Smiles in Jackson, they're proud to support our local athletes. Offering general dental services and implant dentistry, they can help your smile be strong on and off the field. Call 740-577-3230 or visit them at 41 East South Street in Jackson. For excavation done right, trust Thompson & Son Excavation and Hauling. Proudly serving our community with dependable service and free estimates. Give them a call at 740-577-5577 or 740-577-1302. Teamwork, dedication, and sacrifice. The same values we see on the field are values held by our members of the VFW Post 9092 of Wellston. Proudly serving veterans, their families, and our community, the VFW works every day to honor those who served our country. Through local programs and community support, Post 9092 of Wellston continues to make a difference, honoring service and supporting our community.
Every win starts with a strong game plan, and every project starts with Wilson Excavating. For demolition needs or installation of underground water, storm, and sewer lines, call 740-357-8471.
Hello, I'm Dustin Jackson. I'm a catcher. I'm a senior for the Wellston baseball team. On behalf of Wellston High School baseball and softball, I'd like to thank our Golden Rocket Diamond Club gold level sponsors for supporting our season.
Hi, I'm Maisie Wyatt, a senior. I played third base, and I'd like to thank Young's Mechanical Installation.
Hi, my name's Maddie Childers, senior, and I play catcher, and I'd like to thank the Wellston American Legion.
Hello, my name's Adrian River. I'm a senior, so I play second base. I'd like to thank Jerry's Do It Center.
Hi, my name is Mason Stevens. I'm a senior. I play first base, and I'd like to thank Jackson Brothers Construction.
Hi, I'm Carson Rapopel. I'm a senior, play center field, and I'd like to thank Carlisle Insurance.
Hi, I'm Riley Long, senior, play third base, and I'd like to thank General Mills.
Hi, I'm Reese Lewis, senior. I play third base. I'd like to thank the Sons of America League.
Thank you to all of our Rocket Diamond Club gold sponsors for supporting Wellston baseball and softball.
All right, folks, and we're back here at Veterans Field after the Golden Rockets tack on another loss tonight to the Trimble Tomcats by a final score of 4-2. We've got a couple player interviews that's going to happen here in just a moment. So the first player interview we're going to have is going to be Elijah Long, who played second base tonight. And we remain only with one headset, so I'm just going to take it off. I'm going to use it as a microphone, so I hope you guys can continue hearing me. But Elijah, that one seemed like a competitive game at the beginning of it, and then toward the end it kind of I guess slipped away. But the first thing I want to talk to you about is your continued success at the plate. Last night you had a pretty good night at the plate, despite maybe not so satisfactory performance on the mound. And and you and I actually talked about that way after the game. We stood and talked for maybe a solid half hour, me, you, and your dad, just talking about the idea of, I shared that whenever I was a pitcher, anytime I had a subpar night on the mound, I usually struggled at the plate as well. But you didn't last night, and you definitely didn't tonight. Again, you had a pretty solid night at the plate. The only Golden Rocket with a multi-hit performance and the 2 RBIs of the night. So I just want to talk to you about just your performance at the plate tonight. What is it, and what was your strategy going in against the left-handed pitcher tonight for the Tomcats?
I think that jumping on the first pitch strike, because he was throwing a lot of fastballs, and jumping on first pitch strike is very important, because I'm later in the lineup. They're not going to expect to throw any off-speed pitches early in the game, so jumping on that first pitch strike is definitely a lot. And on his curveball, it was coming in towards me, so it was a lot easier to get more out in front of it and hit it more to the left side of the field.
Yeah, and you're right. Jumping on that first pitch definitely helps a lot. The deeper you get into a count, the more you start to question the next pitch you're going to see, which then gets you playing the guessing game, which a lot of times hurts you more than it helps you. So, yeah, that's a great strategy to have. Now, is that a strategy that you've just kind of learned and developed, being a hitter that's hitting in maybe the 6 through 8 spot this year, or is that something that you've learned throughout the years just from various coaches and just experience?
Just throughout the years, I just learned that if you're later in the lineup, you should be expecting a first pitch fastball down the middle or outside. And definitely over the years, it's helped a lot with all the different coaches I've had, and jumping on that first pitch is it helps a lot.
And as a sophomore that has played a big role so far this year, stepping up and filling shoes that have needed to be filled as a young player this year, just tell me, as a young guy that's going to have to be a staple for the next 2 years as well, after back-to-back losses, what's your biggest takeaway that you can pull from both last night's game and tonight?
I think the biggest takeaway I can pull is that our team morale has been pretty down. I think our hitting hasn't been bad. We've just been hitting it right to everybody else, at all the other players. And I think that our pitching hasn't been bad. We're just a little low on how many pitchers we have, and I think we're doing pretty good, pushing through it. But we could definitely play some better defense and hit the ball better.
Yeah, well, you guys play tomorrow, right? Correct, and that'll be at Sims Valley, an afternoon game. So, Elijah, good luck to you in that one. We wish you the best of luck as you guys travel, and safe travels as well. Thanks for coming on for an interview. And then our final interview of the night will be the starting left fielder for the Golden Rockets. He wears number 5, and his name is Kyson Witt. So, Kyson Witt back on for another player interview. I believe I've gotten to interview him one time before. The questions I want to ask you tonight to you about are just going to be some questions about different things about the morale of the team. And so, just one thing I want to ask you: there were some opportunities tonight that maybe the Golden Rockets didn't capitalize on. So, one thing I want to ask you is just how does having a short memory in baseball, what kind of importance does that bring, especially when you don't capitalize on opportunities and maybe some mistakes are made in the field with this young team? How important is a short memory in baseball?
Well, baseball's a game of mistakes. I mean, you look at hitting, good batting average around 300 something, and 70% of the time you're failing at the plate. So, I mean, it's a game of mistakes. So you just got to learn how to adapt and know that you're going to fail. So in baseball, when you make a mistake, you just got to forget about it. Forget about it early. We got the 10-second rule. You get 10 seconds to get mad about it, and then you throw it out the window. You don't remember it again for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and similar to the question I asked Elijah, but kind of worded a little bit differently, is after back-to-back losses against Southeastern last night and then Trimble tonight, what's kind of the message in the dugout right now as you guys move forward towards the end of the season?
Well, obviously with a couple of our bigger guys, seniors being gone, our message is this: we just have to push along, do what we can without them, and keep their morale up no matter what we face. Coming off 2 losses tomorrow, it's going to be very, very important that our morale is up. The dugout's been a bit dry, so we just got to really keep it together, go play some hard ball, no pressure, and giving your all.
Like I mentioned to Elijah, you guys will play tomorrow afternoon at Sims Valley, and then before long, tournament time will start. The tournament draw is this weekend, so moving forward, how does the team respond, bringing back that confidence and bringing back and making that statement for the Golden Rocket baseball team that they're a team that can go far in the tournament? So how does this team turn around and respond after back-to-back losses at the end of this week?
Yeah, we're a very confident team. I mean, we're a good baseball team, no matter what we see. So coming off 2 losses, I think we're just going to keep our same confidence we've had all year. We know we have duties to fulfill with Justin and Rylan not being here. So I think we just need to pick up our confidence, strap up our boots a little tighter than usual, and keep up our good work.
All right, well, Kyson, thanks for coming on for an interview. Safe travels tomorrow to Sims Valley, and good luck as you guys play a weekend game for the first time. So that concludes our player interviews for the night. Like I said, Trimble varsity Tomcats topped the Wellston Golden Rockets tonight by a final score of 4-2. They'll be on the road tomorrow afternoon at Sims Valley for another non-conference game before tournament play. So good luck to the Golden Rockets and safe travels. And on behalf of Total Media Sports and our broadcast crew tonight, we wish you guys a very awesome weekend and a very blessed night. You've been watching on Total Media Sports all night long. My name's Carter Witt. Have a very blessed evening, and we'll see you next time here at Veterans Field.